got milk stuck in my goatee.
I'm going.
Alright, well, hey y'all, over here. Today, we are making a cheeseburger dip. Great for party. Got the Super Bowl coming, so this would be, if you're going to have a Super Bowl party, that's normally when I make this, is for the Super Bowl every year that I care less about. And I care less about this dip because for those of you who knows and watches the channel, I'm lactose intolerant, so it's definitely not something for me. But Tiffany likes it. Just about everybody likes this when I make it. So what you need is 1 pound of hamburger, and brown your hamburger and season it, with your salt, pepper, garlic, whatever. 1 box of Velveeta. Even though I use the store brand, because the store brand I think melts better than the Velveeta. So you need the 2-pound block of cheese, 1 pound of hamburger, an 8-ounce can of tomato sauce, or you can make your own tomato sauce, and a crock pot to slowly melt. So you just take your block of cheese and cut it into squares, and then just cut these again. And you cut them into cubes, so that way they will melt. Put them in your crock pot and get them melting. Make sure you separate them. And by cutting them down, you help them melt quicker. And then to this, you could add, this is basically a cheeseburger dip. I use a hint of lime Tostito chips. So I use tortilla chips that are lime flavored. Right here. They have lime on them. I like them. Tiffany normally uses the scoops. Because she didn't used to like the hint of lime chips, so she claimed, but
they don't have so much lime. The one bag that you had me first try had a lot of lime.
But to this, you could, since it's basically a cheeseburger in the form of a dip, so you could add like onion. You could add chunks of tomato to it if you want, but it has the tomato sauce in it. But you could add onions, peppers. You could even put some mushrooms in here if you wanted mushrooms in your cheeseburger. It's a slow process. The longest process is melting the cheese, because that does seem to take forever, it seems like. But we got to... I have this set on high right now, just to get it heated up. And once the cheese starts melting, make sure you're giving this a stir, so your cheese don't stick and burn. Stir it up every now and again. And then once the cheese melts, I'll turn it down to a low. And then we'll add the hamburger and the tomato sauce and everything like that. So, first thing you gotta do is you just gotta get all this cheese cut up and melted. So, like I said, remember, it comes in a big block. Just cut your squares, and then it doesn't really matter how thick, but I go about that thick. And then here you go. That's about fine. You don't want it too big. So out of these strips like this, you're gonna go like 1, 2, 2, maybe 3 cuts, because that one could get cut again. So let's just go this route. Okay. So you take your piece of cheese here, and you're gonna get 1, 2, 3 cuts. So it would be 4 pieces out of it, and then 1, 2, 3 cuts again. So remember that, cut 3. 1, 2, 3. So that way you get 4 pieces out of everything. So over this here, you go 1, 2, 3. And you can even do that if the cheese sticks to your blade of your knife, like that, then use it as a guide. Okay? And use it as a guide. And then you know they're all going to be the same size and they'll melt evenly. So piece of cheese, 1, 2, 3. So then you got 4 pieces. And again, 1, 2, 3. Alright, so we're going to get the cheese melted, and then we'll be back with you. Piece of the sponge I used to wipe off the cutting board. Alright, so we got the cheese starting to melt. I did put half the can of, after I got all the cheese in there, I put half the can of tomato sauce in there so it would have a little bit of liquid so it wouldn't stick. Now when we get to this stage, we're going to put the rest of the tomato sauce in there. Then we're going to stir that all up. Okay, now let's stir this all up. Okay, and now we let it melt some more. So that's the final step on here. Now just stir it every 15-20 minutes so it don't burn and don't stick. And melt it, see, because it's still pretty thick. See, you want it liquefied, so stir it every 15-20 minutes until it gets to looking like what it will look like when you get back. Get down! Alright, so we're back. It's been probably about 20-30 minutes. So now we've gone from high to low. So I got this, went from high 8 hours to low 4 hours. Got down low. And now at this point we're going to add in this is when you add in your onions and your bacon, if you want bacon in it, to make it like a bacon cheeseburger. But add in your onions and your pre-cooked. Now remember, we've already browned the hamburger in a skillet, so it's a pre-cooked hamburger. We browned it and drained the grease off of it. Okay, and now just stir this all up, mix it all in. Get it mixed very well. Okay. Alright, so now that you got that all mixed like that, now what we're going to do is take our and scoop our excess off of our spoon. And now we have this on low. So now you're just going to let this cook and keep stirring it about every 10-15 minutes so it don't burn. And let it go for probably 2.5-3 hours, and there you go. So we'll be back with you to show you the finished product in a couple hours. Alright, y'all. We got to put the salsa in here. You need salsa, just a regular, what is it, like a 16-ounce jar of salsa. And I forgot the salsa, so we're going to add the salsa in here now. So, you want about, like I said, a whole 16-ounce jar. So I'm just going to guesstimate here. And we're going to say, that looks about. Let me stir this and I can tell you if that's right or not. And that's going to help thin it out some too. Yeah, that's about right. Alright, so I will make sure I put the ingredients on the screen so you know what all you need. And now that we got the salsa in here, we're going to just let this cook for, like I said, probably 2.5, 3 hours. And then we'll serve it up. And now we'll be back with you with the finished product in just a minute. Alright, y'all, so it's been a couple hours since I turned it off. It's been cooking. And it's, as you can see, the steam arising off of it. And now it's done, it's ready to serve. So what we're going to do now is you can either turn this off, or if you're going to have a party or whatever, just turn it. If yours has like a warming feature, you know, just turn it to warm. Stir it on warm you have to stir it probably every 45 minutes to an hour. Just stir it, you know, and because you're going to turn it off. If you're going to quit cooking, it's just going to keep it warm now. So now what we're going to do is we're going to switch out spoons here. Because, well, you can't really serve with this little bitty spoon I've been stirring with. So, get you a bowl or... Get your bowl of it. And then... fight with a bag of chips. See, and then try to find you a small one. Then you just take the chips and eat it as a dip. See, just dip it right onto your chips.
Yep.
So there you go. Cheeseburger dip. Give it a try. It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Works for parties and everything. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to go check out Gaming on the Corner. They have an awesome giveaway going on to where they're going to be giving away an NES Classic. Hard to find. Links will be in the description for that. Join us on Twitter, Instagram. All of the links you need are in the description box. Try this out. We'll catch you all down the road.